Namaste and welcome to Flow and Restore Yoga, ending with 10 minutes of guided meditation. My name is Michelle Chua, and for this practice, you'll want to have at least 2 blocks, a strap, a blanket, and a pillow or bolster. In fact, I invite you to take any of those props that you find most comfortable to sit on as we begin in Sukhasana, which means easy pose. So for your body, what is an easy position for you to be able to evenly ground your pelvis on left and right sides and to sit up tall while relaxing your whole body? Take a moment to adjust as you need. So as we're now towards the middle of fall season here in the Northern Hemisphere in Los Angeles, California, I thought that we would do a check-in on our 7 main energy centers called chakras. So let's start with that. Begin to still your body and maybe rest your hands on your lap or a hand on your heart center, a hand on your lower belly, and maybe close the eyes. Bring your awareness down to the base of your spine, where is your root chakra, Muladhara. I invite you to ask yourself, how attuned do I feel with Mother Earth and with my earth body during this fall season? And then slide your awareness just below the belly button, as well as your lower back, where is your sacral energy center. And I invite you to ask yourself, how am I relating to the ebb and flow of my relationships and life and its events? Remembering to bring mindfulness, which involves withholding judgment of good or bad. You're simply just assessing and becoming more aware. Bring your attention to your upper belly and mid back, whereas your solar plexus energy center, Manipura chakra. I invite you to ask yourself this question: how am I relating to my core values in my everyday life? And then center in on your heart center around the middle of your chest and upper back. Reflecting on what role are the qualities of the heart playing in your life right now. And those qualities such as joy, forgiveness, harmony, balance, and authentic connection. And I invite you to bring your mind's eye to the center of your neck, your throat energy center, Vishuddha chakra. Asking yourself this question: do I feel aligned to my truth in my words and actions? Then center your focus on the middle of your brain, the area of your third eye energy center, Ajna chakra. Asking yourself, do I feel connected to my intuition, inner wisdom? And then to the crown of your head, slightly above it, at your crown energy center, or Sahasrara chakra. I invite you to ask this question: how is my current spiritual practice going? And depending on the individual, that might be meditation, prayers, whatever ways that you connect with source, universe, God. So starting by just awakening our attentiveness to these various dimensions of your being, we'll go more into nurturing balance in these energy centers through a mantra and visualization meditation at the end of our physical practice. But let's start to welcome balance of energy flow through the physical practice, as well as pranayama, regulating the breath. I invite you to take a moment of gratitude, anything that you would like to recognize with appreciation. And perhaps from checking in with the well-being of your 7 chakras, there was one chakra that stood out for you that you might like to focus on. Begin to clarify your intention or personal prayer for this practice. And then I invite you to widen the scope of whom this practice benefits by choosing somebody or something or a group of beings that you would like to dedicate your practice to today. And together, let's open the practice chanting Om 3 times. You might visualize the sound passing through those 7 main chakras. Inhale a little deeper. Welcoming deep, balanced inhales and exhales just through the nose if you can. So closing the lips, let's begin an energy balancing practice called Ujjayi Pranayama, which also helps to calm and focus your mind and body. So as you close the lips, breathing through the nose, gently narrow the back of your throat and invite a soft whispering sound that you can listen to. Very gentle sound, not forceful, as you're sustaining the breath evenly. And let's use that sound as a way to focus the mind so that your movements in asanas can also be a form of meditation. So as you're sitting here now, if your legs are crossed, I invite you to switch the cross of your legs. So the shin that is forward or on top, change it up. Root evenly through your sitting bones, lengthen through the center of your spine, relax the shoulders, rest the hands on your lap. And then maybe close the eyes as you breathe in, sway your torso to your right, and then shift forward. As you breathe out, sway your torso to your left and shift back. So you're circling the spine to the pace of your breath. These are called Sufi rolls. Just bringing attention to the root energy center. So feel how the weight shifts around the bottom of your pelvis. You might even visualize the base of your spine and see or imagine the color red, which is the vibration of the root energy center, Muladhara chakra. And sense your connection to the ground, to Mother Earth, physically. Switch it up if you haven't already, opposite direction, circling the spine. Let's bring a little more attention to the sacral center. So sit tall, breathe in, raise your arms overhead. And as you breathe out, twist to your right without moving the pelvis. You're turning the rib cage. Open the arms and let the fingertips touch the ground or your lap. Inhale, lift the arms. Come back to center. Keep the pelvis still and exhale, twist to your left, spinning the rib cage, but stilling the pelvis. Again, inhale, arms up. Draw your navel in towards the spine and lift it up. Exhale, twist to the right, relaxing the shoulders down. Inhale, lift up, come back through center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale to center, and this time, exhale, twist to the right, lower the hands. And if possible, without strain, you can press the back of your left hand against your outer right thigh or place it on your lap to add a little more leverage. Let's breathe here for about 5 cycles. So as you inhale, from down to your pelvis and lift up from the bottom of your spine to the top of your head. And as you exhale, keep your chin parallel to the floor. Glide it softly towards the back of the throat and continue to spin your rib cage. If it feels okay on your neck, you can look over your right shoulder. So we know that spinal twist can be helpful in releasing tension along the sacrum and the lower back. It also brings energy to your solar plexus center, promoting digestion. Inhale, raise your arms, come back to center. Get a little longer through the spine, and then exhale to your left. Lower the hands, maybe add the leverage of the back of the right hand pressing against the left thigh or pressing onto your lap. Realign the spine as upright as possible, letting the shoulders relax down and the chest to broaden. With your inhales, rooting into the surface below your body to lengthen upwards through the spine. And with your exhales, keeping the pelvis still, but continuing to rotate your rib cage. Maybe even look behind you. A couple more breaths. As you empty this breath, unwind your spine and let's come down to all fours, tabletop. Hands and knees, stacking your shoulders on top of your wrists, pointing your index fingers straight ahead or slightly turning them out. Step your knees a couple of inches behind your hips so your feet are also hips distance apart. Let's bring more awareness to the heart center as you breathe in to draw your heart forward and tilt it up, peeling the shoulders back. Breathe out, contract your abdomen, drop the head, and splay the shoulder blades apart. 2 more cycles of cat-cow. Breathe in, coiling your chest up, widen the collarbones. Breathe out, spread the shoulder blades apart. Open up the back of the heart center region. Last one. At the end of the exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips back, entering downward facing dog. Spend a few breaths, moving your body any way that helps to loosen it up here. You might pedal your feet, you might gently shake and nod your head. Stay attuned to the quality of your breath. Remembering that breath itself is a vehicle for circulating life force energy or prana. You can envision breathing into areas that might feel stagnant, stuck, stiff, or tense within your body or your energy body, like the chakras. Now, as you let the crown of your head release down, this posture, like many inversions, bring more energy flow and blood flow to the crown and the third eye center. So visualize those areas as you pause in stillness and listen to 3 cycles of breath. Inhale, raise your right leg behind you. As you exhale, bend the right knee towards your nose, engage your abdomen. Step the foot beside your right thumb and lower the back knee. Imagine you're scissoring the legs without visibly moving them to create stability as you inhale, lifting the arms, come all the way up to kneeling lunge, Anjaneyasana. So I invite you to bring your palms or at least your fingertips to touch and trace your thumbs down the back of your skull as you hug your elbows close together. Try to keep your elbows no wider apart than hips distance. As you continue to trace your thumbs downward along your neck, maybe down towards the shoulder blades, seal in the bottom of your front ribs. Draw your tailbone down and forward towards your inner right heel, and continue to scissor the right hip back as you lift your sternum, opening up the heart space with a breath, deep breaths, and start to gaze up. Gentle gaze, relaxing the eyes. Couple more deep breaths in this version of Anjaneyasana. Lower your fingertips to frame your front ankle and tuck your back toes. Come into a high lunge. Inhale, and know that you can also place your hands on blocks if that offers you more relaxation in the shoulders. Inhale in your high lunge. Exhale, draw the right hip back. Start to straighten the legs to whatever degree you can bow forward as if you have a flat back, pyramid pose. Inhale again, high lunge, just bending the front knee right on top of the heel. Look up, open the throat. Exhale, pyramid pose, bowing in. One more time, inhale, high lunge, look up. Exhale, pyramid pose. Now come back to a high lunge, spin the left heel down. Align the right heel to intersect the arch of the left foot. Press to your feet, inhale, windmill your arms apart and side bend towards your rear wall. Keep bending the front knee, you're in peaceful warrior. Opening up the right side of your torso. Inhale, rise through warrior two. Keep the front knee bent. Bring the right forearm to your right thigh and sweep the left arm overhead towards your front wall. Now you're in extended side angle. Let's try 2 more rounds of that. Inhale through warrior two. Side bend towards your rear wall, peaceful warrior. Exhale through warrior two. Side bend towards your front wall, side angle. Last round, inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale into warrior two. Pause here as you steady your gaze past the right hand for 3 deep breaths. On your next exhalation, cartwheel your hands flat onto the floor and step into your version of plank pose, top of a push-up. Pause there as you activate your belly and gaze just in front of your thumbs. If your legs are straight, actively press your inner heels back. 1 more breath in. As you exhale, lower your knees, then your chest. Hug the elbows to your ribs, firm the belly in. Lower your chin, Ashtangasana. As you inhale, slither forward and come into a gentle version of cobra. Root down through the tops of the feet and draw your shoulder heads back. Tucking your toes, engage your abdomen, and exhale, press back into downward facing dog. Pause for a full cycle of breath. Listen in. Inhale, raise your left leg behind you. Try to keep your hips leveled. Exhale, bend the knee towards your nose, engage your abdomen. Softly step the foot beside your left thumb and lower your right knee. Imagine the energy of scissoring the legs as you root down to rise up. Bring your fingertips to touch or palms in prayer. Hug your elbows close together, keeping them no wider apart than shoulders distance. Trace your thumbs down the back of your skull, back of your neck, and maybe lower. As you start to roll the shoulder heads back and lift the heart, seal in the bottom of your front ribs. Activate the upper belly. Draw your tailbone down and forward towards your inner left heel. Keep scissoring the left hip back. 3 more deep breaths. And as you're starting to gaze up, relax the eyes, relax the eyebrows. On an inhale, lower your fingertips to frame your left foot. Remember, you can use blocks if that helps you as we're coming into a high lunge, preparing for our flow. Lift the back knee, stay high on the ball of the right foot. Inhale, look up as you bend the front knee over the heel. Exhale, draw your left outer hip back, straighten both legs to your degree, bowing as if you have a flat back. Pyramid pose. Twice more. Inhale, high lunge, look up, open the throat. Exhale, pyramid pose, square the hips. Inhale, high lunge, look up. Exhale, pyramid pose. Now come back to a high lunge and spin your right heel down. Align your left heel to intersect the arch of your right foot. Press your feet, inhale, cartwheel your arms, and side bend towards your rear wall. Right away, entering peaceful warrior, lengthening the left side of the torso. Exhale, lean forward, bring the left forearm to press off of the left thighs. You sweep the right arm overhead towards the front of your room, extended side angle pose. Inhale, rise through warrior two, keep the front knee bent, and side bend again towards your rear wall. Peaceful warrior. Exhale, side bend forward into side angle pose. Last round. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Standing tall, steady your gaze. Just pass your left fingertips. Listen to 3 cycles of breath. With your exhalation, lower your hands into plank pose, top of a push-up. Legs straight or knees down, activate the belly and draw your shoulders back. This time, either choose to lower knees, chest, chin, or join me in Chaturanga by exhaling, gliding forward, graze the elbows by your ribs, and either lower to cobra or flip the toes here and draw the shoulder heads back, upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Tune into 3 slow, even breaths. Bend your knees, look past your fingertips and empty the breath. Then walk or jump lightly to the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen forward, press the hands on the floor or blocks or your legs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Find a gentle back bend as you roll the shoulders back and down, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, join your palms in prayer at your heart. Inhale, sweep the arms forward and overhead again, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hinge from your hips. Let's take it through sun salutation A. Inhale, lengthen forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Either step to plank or lightly jump to Chaturanga. Choose your way of lowering into your vinyasa. Inhaling into cobra or upward dog. Exhaling into downward facing. Pause for 3 breaths. Empty this breath, then walk or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, half forward fold. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Let's take it through our last sun salutation, and this will be Surya Namaskar B. So bring the inner edges of your feet to touch. Inhale, bend your knees to touch. Lean back towards your heels in chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, shift forward and fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Moving through your vinyasa, use your pace of breath. When you arrive in downward facing dog, keep your hips squared to face the ground. Inhale, raise the right leg behind you. Exhale, softly step the foot beside your right thumb. Spin your left heel down. Inhale, rise to warrior one, facing forward. Ride your exhalation all the way down, taking it through your vinyasa. At downward dog, inhale, raise your left leg back. Exhale the foot beside your left thumb, spin your right heel down, Inhale, warrior one. Exhale all the way down to your last vinyasa. Pause and rebalance as you slow down, in breaths, without breaths. Cultivating stillness and focus. Then when you're ready, empty the breath before you walk or lightly jump to the front of your mat. With feet touching, inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, fold. With knees touching too, inhale, chair pose. Exhale, rise up. Pausing here. Hands in prayer or a hand at the heart center, a hand at your sacral center. Tune in for 3 breaths to your energy right now. And notice how your body and mind feel. Listening to that slow rhythm whispering at the back of your throat. Please lower your pelvis to the ground to sit. We're going to enter our yin postures. So you'll want to have a strap. Just place it off to the side near the back of your mat. Place a block. Actually, let's place 2 so you have more options. 2 blocks near the back of your mat as well. And let's come on down to our backs. So let's begin with 1 block. Set your feet on the ground, your hips distance apart. Bring your arms down by your sides, really close to your ribs, and locate your feet. Have your feet where you could almost touch your heels with your fingertips, but not quite that close. Again, parallel the feet apart. Now, lifting your hips, slide the block by the lowest height to start, wide across your sacrum. So that's right underneath the flat part of your lower back, not too high towards the rib cage, not too low towards the bottom of your glutes. It should feel comfortable and stable. And just notice how this feels as you're breathing a little deeper to open up your heart space, to broaden your collarbones as you tilt your chin slightly back to open your throat. Breath work and expanding the breath is one technique in promoting energy flow through your heart energy center, Anahata Chakra. Now, if you're feeling like you could use a little more lift, a little more expansion of your front body, choose to either tilt that block to the 2nd or 3rd level up, or to stack 2 blocks on their lowest height, which can feel more stable. See what works for you. Bring the arms in really close, and to continue opening up the chest, externally rotate your upper arm bones, which means flip your palms to face up, but rotate from your shoulder sockets. So the backs of the hands are on the floor. Keep your inner and outer feet evenly pressing the earth as you continue to tilt the chin back. So now I'm going to invite you to expand the breath a little bit more as I count to 6 on an inhale and from 6 on the exhale. So let's try a few times. Empty this breath. Continue to breathe just through the nose. Inhale slowly for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep counting. Try at least 3 more cycles on your own of resonant breathing. It's a mindful breathing technique to calm the nervous system. And then when you're done with the last exhalation, let the breath be natural for a few moments as you just notice how you feel after resonant breathing. Notice any sensations in your body right now as you're staying a little longer in this posture, supported bridge pose. Besides a focus on opening up energy heart region or heart energy region, you might also feel an opening in the front of your torso, like your solar plexus center, sacral center, even at your hip flexors, which is part of both your root and your sacral center. Do you sense any areas of resistance or tension that you might be gently working through by breathing mindfully? So again, without judging anything you observe as right or wrong or good or bad, sense the way you're relating to what you are experiencing. Allow a couple more breaths as you reconnect to Ujjayi Pranayama, that ocean wave sound, as you slow and balance in and out breaths. Then as you're ready, gently lower your pelvis onto the ground, removing any props underneath your body. Once you've lowered your pelvis, draw your right bent knee towards your chest. Slide your left leg to the ground and just circle your right foot at the ankle a few times in both directions. In fact, any movement at the ankle you want to explore, pointing and flexing as well as rotating. So the root chakra also comprises everything that's below it. Your pelvis, your legs, your ankles and feet, all that create a sense of stability and connection physically to the ground, to the earth. Let's step the ball of your right foot into your strap, whether it's the loop or the center of the strap, and extend your right leg towards the sky. Flex your right foot and hold the strap in your right hand as close to the foot as you can, while both shoulders can stay on the ground. Flex your left foot too and press your left palm on the very top of your left thigh, making sure you ground the back of your left hip. Now begin to externally rotate your right thigh at the hip. So turn out the leg, and then breath by breath, for about 10 breaths, open the right leg out to the right, only as far as the back of your left hip, and your two shoulders can remain on the ground. Now, as you're opening the right leg, tack your right outer hip crease forward. Sometimes when you lift a leg up, you bring that hip into flexion, the outer hip will lift up too, and it will shorten that side of your torso. So let's eliminate shortening that side of the torso. Try to even them out. Draw the right outer hip and your right sitting bone towards your inner left heel. We're halfway through here in this pose. This is supine hand to big toe pose variation. Supta Uttita Hasta Parangushtasana. Now with your next inhale, lift the right leg up, switch hands holding the strap. Slide your pelvis another 3 to 5 inches towards the right edge of your mat and open your right arm wide on the floor. As you ground your right shoulder, maybe gaze towards it or past it. Sickle your right foot from the ankle, turn the sole of your right foot to face your left wall, and slowly cross your right leg over you to your left. Twisting or turn or letting the leg fall to the left. You're actually twisting to the right here. As you continue, deep breaths here, draw your right outer hip forward. Let it tilt slightly towards the front edge of your mat, creating traction to deepen the stretch in your lower back. And notice any sensations that might be coming up or fading or intensifying. Bringing loving awareness to whatever you're noticing. Last 3 breaths. Then slowly lift the right leg up and set the right foot down. Slide the right leg straight and bend your left knee towards your chest. Take a moment to move your left foot in different directions, circling it in both directions, pointing and flexing the foot. Feeling the range of motion of your ankle and noticing the sensations around it, like in your calf. And now let's step the ball of your left foot into the strap as you flex your left foot. Straighten the left leg to whatever degree you can do so comfortably upright. Hold the strap in your left hand as close to the foot as you can keep both shoulders on the ground, and flex your right foot too. Press your right palm on the top of your right thigh, making sure the back of your right hip stays grounded. Turn out your left thigh where it is. So spin from the hip socket and little by little open the left leg to its side while drawing your left outer hip forward towards the front edge of your mat. Looking to balance the length of the left and right sides of your torso here. Tune into the sound of your breath. One more deep breath. Then lifting the left leg, switch hands holding the strap. Slide your pelvis about 3 to 5 inches towards the left edge of your mat. Open your left arm wide on the ground and make sure the left shoulder stays on the floor as you gaze past it. Sickle your left foot from the ankle, turn the sole of the foot to face the right wall. This adds more of a stretch into your IT band, that's the outer left thigh, from the outer knee to the outer hip. Slowly begin to cross your left leg over your body to your right side, while tilting your left outer hip forward towards the front edge of your mat. So this is a twisting version of supine hand to big toe pose called Parita Supta Utthita Hasta Parangushtasana. One more deep breath where you are. And lift the left leg upright. Remove the strap and draw your bent knees together in towards your chest. Feel free to move around, like rocking side to side or forward and back, or circling your thighs together and apart. Connect again your movement to your breath. Let's bring more attention to the area of the root chakra, focusing on the glutes here. So wrap your right thigh over your left thigh and splay your feet apart. With your hands, catch hold of your outer feet, flexing the feet. If that's not reachable, outer shins. If that's not reachable, backs of your thighs. Ground your head, shoulders, and back of your tailbone as you bring the thighs closer to you and splay your feet wider apart. This is supine cow face pose, Supta Gomukhasana. A sense where you might be feeling new or shifting sensations in your body here. Last couple of breaths. Let's switch the cross of the legs. As you hug your thighs together, splay your feet apart. Either catch your outer feet, outer shins, or backs of your thighs. Again, ground the back of your tailbone, shoulders, and head. As you bring the thighs closer to you, splay your feet wider apart. Last deep breath here. And then uncross your legs and set your feet on the ground. Keeping the knees bent, step your feet apart, wider than your hips distance, maybe as wide as the width of your mat. Let's focus a bit more on our hip flexors, specifically the psoas that wrap around the lower back and behind the digestive organs in the front. So separate your knees as wide apart as your feet, then keep your feet where they are and drop your knees as far as you can to the right. Adjust your left leg if necessary so that your left knee is pointing down the midline of your mat. For example, you might slide the left foot towards the left edge of the mat some more. And then just pause here. Let the weight of gravity just help release the bones towards the earth. And notice especially the area of your left hip, like the front of the hip, the left side of the lower back. If there's plenty of sensations happening, shifting, stay here. If there's not much happening, you could add crossing your right ankle just above your left knee and just letting the legs fall. You could also, either way, add raising your arms overhead, bending the elbows to frame your head, hold opposite elbows, and notice which forearm is on top of the other so that you can switch the arms later. Now let the arms fall back if you're crossing them. Let the shoulders release from the neck. Let the front ribs soften down towards your back body as we stay a few more deep breaths. If you notice any areas of tension or just energy shifting somewhere specific in your body, you might, in your mind's eye, breathe into that section. This area of the psoas is often called the fight, flight, or freeze muscle. It's the primitive muscle that contracts when the stress response is triggered, when we see a lion and we need to run away in the wilderness, right? Then it's the stress response that contracts so that you can come into a fetal position. And it's such a primitive stress response, that contraction of the psoas, that can happen even when you don't see a lion, right? When you just have some mental stress happening. Let go of one more deep inhalation. And then gently begin to release the arms and legs. Come back to center where your feet are on the ground, wider than hips distance apart, and your knees are bent the same distance apart. Just pause a couple of breaths. No rush to switch sides. Just notice your body. And then keep your feet where they are. When you're ready, drop your knees as far as they'll comfortably fall to the left. Point your right knee down the center line of your mat. Pause here and observe the sensations around the right side of your pelvis. What's your body asking for? The physical practice of yoga, these asanas, are also a helpful way to strengthen your energy flow through your root center. You're bringing this mindful connection and nurturing to your earth body. So if needed, cross the left ankle onto the right thigh, just above the right knee. If you did so on the first side, raise the arms overhead and now switch opposite forearm on top as you hold opposite elbows, relaxing the arms back and the shoulders down the back. A sense wherever your body might be calling more of your attention, imagine breathing deeper into that area. And as you're focusing your attention, relax your jaw, relax around your eyes, relax your shoulders. What else could you relax? Take your time emptying the next deep breath. And when you do, once again, step your feet on the mat and just be still to notice what there is to notice, relaxing your arms. Then please gently turn to one side and take your time, not getting up too fast so you don't get lightheaded, to slowly lift your body upright, to practice one more pranayama to help us tune inward and relax more deeply for Shavasana and our guided 10 minutes meditation. If you're sitting cross-legged in the beginning of the practice, you might switch the leg that's forward on top. Make sure you're able to breathe well as you're positioning your body. I invite you into the breathing technique that helps to promote your energy flow through your third eye center, cultivating strength of intuition. tuning deeper inward and listening more deeply to your body as well. And that is alternate nostril breathing, or Nodi Shodhana. Last Wednesday, we practiced holding the breath at both ends, the top and at the bottom, longer than the actual inhale or the exhale. It takes some practice. I know personally, as I was unfamiliar when I first started doing this, the holding of the breath in yoga practice is often a way to really cultivate deep focus. It's hard to think about other things when you're holding your breath. So that's one of the benefits of practicing it. So I'll count to 4 as we inhale or exhale, and I'll count to 6 as we hold the breath on either end, and see what you can do comfortably. So most important is that you're practicing this in a relaxed way, not a forceful or rigid or tense way. So if it doesn't work for you, take the practice on your own, and let's begin. So left hand is resting on the lap. You might place it in Gyan Mudra, where the thumb and index fingers touch and the palm is face up. This is also to cultivate connection to third eye center and crown center. And the right hand is in Vishnu Mudra, where you stick out your thumb, pinky, and ring fingers. We'll continue breathing just through the nose. The lips are closed. We'll be using the right thumb to close the right nostril like this, and the right ring and pinky fingers to close the left nostril like this. As you're practicing, you might close your eyes and steady your gaze at your third eye center, visualizing the color indigo, which is the vibration of Ajna chakra. Let's practice 3 cycles together and continue for 3 cycles on your own. Prepare to begin by emptying this breath. Close the right nostril. Inhale left for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close left. Exhale right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close right. Exhale left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Second cycle. Inhale left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close left. Exhale right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close right. Exhale left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Third cycle. Inhale left for 4. Hold for 6. Close left. Exhale right for 4. Hold for 6. Inhale right for 4. Hold for 6. Close right. Exhale left for 4. Hold for 6. On your own, continue 3 more cycles. Taking your time when you finish, breathe naturally and observe anything you're feeling. As you continue to breathe naturally and stay observant, cultivate self-awareness, please begin to lower your entire body onto the ground. Find a comfortable position to lie down in, where you can rest in stillness for a few minutes of corpse pose, Shavasana. Closing your eyes, maybe turning the palms face up, slightly away from your sides, and letting your whole body let go of doing. As you rest a little longer in stillness and with eyes closed, Sense how your physical body feels now. Take your time to gently begin moving small parts of your body, such as rubbing your thumbs against your fingertips, slowly turning your head, little by little waking up your body into a gentle stretch. Take your time turning over onto your right side and resting your head. Sense the flow of your natural breath and notice the flow of your energy. How have you affected your energy through your practice? And begin to lift your body up again. Please find a comfortable way to sit tall, grounded, relaxed. As we begin our meditation practice, you might choose a mudra such as what we practice in our last pranayama, Gyan Mudra, thumb and first finger touching, palms face up. This cultivates more of the energy of the upper chakras like third eye and crown. If you're centering more on your heart chakra, you can bring the hands into Lotus Mudra, thumb tips touching the sternum and the fingers blossom open like a lotus flower. If you're focusing more on the root chakra, you could take the same shape of Gyan Mudra, thumb and index fingers touching, and place the palms face down for more grounding sensation. I invite you, if you feel comfortable, to close your eyes. Otherwise, steady a gentle downcast gaze and begin connecting to your natural breath. Sensing it in a particular area of your body, you can just feel the breath come and go. You might use the breath as your anchor so that if your attention goes astray, you can come back to observing the breath exactly where you're observing it now. So as we dive deeper into our chakras and promoting balance of energy flow, I invite you to bring your mind's eye to your root chakra, area of the base of your spine, but also everything below it, like your legs and feet. And throughout that area, I invite you to visualize a glowing red light with a feeling of strength, stability, groundedness, abundance, and support. As you visualize that red light in your lower body, imagine that light also surrounding you with the nature that is around you, the trees, the plants, the creatures of the earth. And just sense that connectedness to your earth body and Mother Earth as we chant, sending the vibration of the root chakra through the seed sound Lam into that region of your body and into the surrounding nature. 3 times. Here we go. Deep breath in. Lam. 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 Now bring your attention to your sacral energy center, just below the belly button and even at the lower back. Imagine the color orange, strongly, brightly glowing there, as well as reaching out that colored light onto the relationships that affect you, your loved ones, your relationship with yourself. See them as well, emanating that orange light as you sense the feeling of moving with the flow of life's changes. a feeling of openness to play, to be spontaneous, to allow yourself and each other to experience pleasure. And even to connect to your sexuality and sensuality. Connecting through your senses. Let's begin to chant 3 times the seed sound of Svadhisthana chakra. Vam. Inhale. Vam. 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 Now imagine the area of your solar plexus energy center, upper belly, mid back, visualizing the color yellow, bright and fierce like the sun. Send that light out to all of you in all the different roles that you play in this lifetime. Maybe you're a mother or your father or your sister or a brother. You're a whatever you are to others and to yourself. And then even see that yellow light shining upon what you hold sacred. Maybe they're qualities like loyalty, kindness. Maybe they're actual beings. Whatever you hold sacred, embrace it with that yellow light as we send out to them the vibration Ram 3 times. Deep breath in. Ram, Ram, Ram. Now lift your inner gaze to your heart energy center, middle of the chest, middle of the upper back. Anahata chakras, see the color green. And imagine that green glowing light, not only at your heart center, but within the heart centers of those around you, those with whom you would like to connect genuinely with, or plant the seeds of practicing forgiveness with, or maybe there are events or aspects in your life, such as work life or school life or community life, in which you would like to infuse the heart energy of harmony or living in balance. So send that sound from your heart chakra all to those areas as we sing Yam 3 times. Deep breath in. Yam. 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 Now bring attention to your throat energy center, middle of the neck, Vishuddha chakra. Imagine a glowing blue light, vibrant, as you embrace your own vibrancy, uniqueness, creativity, and truth. Centering on the ways that you live in integrity with your true self. So what comes up for you when I ask you the question, in what ways are you living your truth? I invite you to send that vibrational sound, hum 3 times to your throat center and out into the world in areas in which you would like to strengthen your ability to show up for yourself in holding your truth, as well as listening for others' truth. So hum, take a deep breath in. Hum, hum, hum. Now lift your inner gaze to your third eye center, towards your pineal gland at the center of your brain, as you imagine a glowing indigo light. And sense your connection to your inner being, your intuition, your inner guidance, inner wisdom. and perhaps your spiritual counsel, to whom you ever consider that. So, sensing your strength of intuition, let's plant the seed sound, Om, Om, 3 times. Deep breath in. Om. 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 Lastly, at the 7th chakra, visualize the crown of your head and slightly above it. It's Sahasrara chakra. Visualize the color violet and or white. As you sense that color, I invite you to visualize whomever you consider source, universe, greater consciousness, that larger being that you are a part of, that we are all a part of. So feeling your connection as you even imagine that light connecting you with that and all that you are. As we sit in silence. Sense how you're feeling now, both mentally and emotionally. Feel your overall energetic state. And how might you continue to hold space for that balancing of your 7 chakras and your general energy as you step out of this practice and into wherever you go next. I invite you to offer gratitude for anything in this moment that you choose. And then rename your intention or personal prayer for your practice. Reimagine to whom or what you dedicated today's practice in some way, receiving benefit. Bowing in towards your heart center. Recognize the light within you. As we recognize the light within each other, namaste.